Hey, it's Stevie P here. I hope you're having a great day. And what I want to do is give you a word of the day in the next few videos that I'm going to do. Because recently I've been really meditating on certain words, the meaning of the words, what they mean to me, and how I'm applying them in my life and how to apply them in the best way possible. And the word I want to talk about first is purpose. So purpose is basically, my definition is what you're doing with your life. So it could be the theme of your life or essentially what you want to do. What's the general theme of your life, what your legacy is, what you're working towards. All that kind of stuff is what your purpose consists of. And it's so important to have a purpose, a sense of purpose. And it doesn't have to be super specific either. It's just that you have a general direction to travel in. Because if you don't have a purpose, you end up just floundering and you're lost and you get kind of sucked into distractions and other people's agendas. And we see this constantly. If you don't have something to work towards or some kind of purpose, that's the result. Those people get very distracted. They're very uncomfortable with themselves and they don't know what to do with themselves. And that's what leads to a lot of addictive behaviors or even destructive behaviors because they don't have a sense of purpose. I noticed this within myself when I didn't have a sense of purpose. I notice it with other people. When they don't have a sense of purpose, there's this distracted energy, or they get sucked into things they don't really want to do, or they do it for the sake of doing it because they don't know what to do with themselves. And also with lack of purpose, people kind of throw themselves into work. And I'm saying this in terms of work like a job that they might not necessarily care about because they don't know what to do with themselves when they're not working. That kind of thing. And that brings me to like 3 stages of purpose. The first stage would be to be completely purposeless. And that's when you really see people indulging in addictive or violent behaviors and things like that because they have no North Star that guides them, so they're going to succumb to any impulse or distraction that comes their way. And the second level is having a purpose that is attached to someone else's agenda or under the umbrella of someone else's agenda. And you see this with people who are workaholics. So if you're a workaholic that works under someone and you're attached to that work, but it's not even your own agenda. You're not the one calling your shots. You're throwing yourself into the agenda of someone else. And this might be a good thing or it might not be. The thing is that you don't have control of it. So you might be working for a great company and that's your purpose and that's cool, even though you're not the one calling the shots and running the show. Or you might be attaching your purpose to an agenda that is not suiting you or humanity in general. Like you might be a part of the army and some of it you might agree with, but sometimes you might be told to do things that you really don't agree with and that might not benefit humanity in the slightest bit. So that's the second stage. And then the third stage is having your own purpose. And that is moving through life on your own volition and being empowered and being a sovereign being, essentially. And this doesn't mean you're not helping anyone or getting help from people. It just means that your purpose was consciously chosen by you. And I really think that is the goal for most of us. If you want to be a free person, you should have your own sense of purpose. That's why we're here as individuals. To exercise our free will in that sense, to find a purpose and to work towards it. And most of the time our purpose is going to have something to do with helping others in some way, shape, or form. And it will all come in different forms. And it'll be multiple things. Like I like writing. I like expressing myself through writing. I like inspiring people through writing and spreading love through writing and all of that. But I also like doing other things. I like walking, I like dancing, I like laughing, and I'll express myself in multiple creative ways. So there are so many different aspects to a purpose. And it all really comes down to having a sense of purpose. So what are you passionate about? What excites you to do? How are you going to help people and help yourself first and foremost? Because if you're not helping yourself, what do you have to give to others? So I ask you, what is your purpose? Ask yourself that every day. Get clear on your purpose every day, and it will drive you. You won't fall victim to these victim mentalities or addictive or compulsive tendencies, or you won't fall into like just watching Netflix for a whole day. If you have a sense of purpose, you are going to be motivated. You are going to do things that will help and inspire others and be the change you wish to see in the world. So find your purpose, find your passion, do what excites you, and let that be your North Star. Let that be the compass that points the way. Okay? So what's your purpose?